You might need to break the habit of greed. Now, most people, when they think of greed, they don't think of it as a habit. You know, they think of smoking and drinking and alcohol and all that as a habit, but greed can be a habit. In 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 14, Peter talks about those who are experts in greed. Now, how do you become an expert at something? You practice it over and over again. You develop a habit until you're very good at it. Did you know it's very good? You can be very good at greed. The fact that you keep giving your $20 to church and you think you've done so much. My goodness, if the church got $20 from every family member, they'd go bankrupt. Yet you think you're doing everything. You're not even close to tithing. And yet you think this is just the way you should practice life. When it comes to tipping, you don't even give good tips. And as a grandparent, you've been giving $10 to your grandkids for the last 20 years, and you have forgotten about inflation. But it's just the practice of it. Everyone in the family knows you're going to bring the cheapest gift, the cheapest casserole to the Christmas party, the potluck. And you always find a way to bring the cheapest thing, the thing that doesn't take a lot to make, just anything that takes little on your part to contribute. They know you're never going to bring the meats. See, this is what I'm talking about. You know, one of my favorite Christmas movies that make me laugh is Christmas Vacation. And the two characters, Clark and Cousin Eddie, are hilarious. Cousin Eddie is an expert at greed. He has a way to just live off of Clark. Have you ever thought you might be Cousin Eddie? Look at your family. Is there a Cousin Eddie in your family? Everyone has one. And if you can't find one, maybe you're Cousin Eddie. You're the one bringing the cheapest gift. You're the one bringing the cheapest casserole. You're the one bringing whatever to the potluck that is cheap. They know you're never going to bring the meats because you're Cousin Eddie, practicing greed. Some of you fight about tithing. I don't believe we have to tithe. Okay, Cousin Eddie, what do I need to do to convince you? Because that's what you really are. You pretend you don't believe in this or that, but the truth is you're cheap. And here's the problem. Jesus said that if your eye is stingy, your whole body is full of light. Jesus also said in Luke chapter 11, verse 41, he says, if you can be generous, then there'll be nothing in you to make you stumble. Everything will be clean for you. There is something about generosity. When we break greed and become a generous person, everything in our life becomes light and life, and we start to enjoy the abundant life Jesus came to give us.